All right, folks, how are we doing? It's your boy Roar. We're here with more Ellie Minibot. Same moon. Someone suggested this. Um, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. Yeah, it's nearing the end of my day. I don't want to just dissolve into a weepy mess. Please, please. I hope you know what you suggested that I check out. You guys know her. You love her. She's absolutely phenomenal. I think she's one of the best in this space. And there's a lot of different directions we can go with Same Moon. My first thought is, we're looking at the same moon wherever you are. I'm over here. We're able to look at the same moon, so it doesn't feel like we're that far apart. Beautiful. Anyway, let's jump into it.
You by your window, you're watching the sky. There's no one out walking, just cars driving by.
I love this sound. Just the guitar and her singing.
You are alone with the stars.
Just those little details. I know I've stressed it before, but I can't help myself, okay? You were alone with the cars. You were alone with the stars. Just these tiny little observational details that she has in her songs. It puts you right in what she's talking about. And it just feels so well crafted. I just love how she writes her lyrics. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
In the distance are windows and many are dark, but a few are lit up by a far distant spark. Somebody somewhere.
Nice little timing right there.
Baby, tonight it's enough that you and I are looking up at the same moon. That you and I are looking up at the same moon. And you are not lonely, it's bigger than that.
Wow, what is the piano doing that?
Zip, it's too much to unpack.
Oh,
Maybe just leave it tonight.
nice little, very faint piano in the background. I like that. I like that idea. That's very sweet. So there's a lot going on here that you have to kind of convey from the lyrics. I was trying to listen for like clues with the first verse, and I think it's mostly like, you're walking along the street. You can see all these houses in the distance. Some are dark. There's maybe one or two lights that are on, so someone's up, but maybe it's enough that you just look at the moon. I feel like that's got to be metaphorical as well, of like some people are distant, some people are closed off, but there's other people who their lights are on, they're up, they're someone who you can connect with, but saying maybe tonight it's enough if we just look at the moon. So you're keeping that distance. Maybe it's just enough that I just think about you, and that's it for now. But then also in that idea of like, the zipper's too tight, you can't unpack your bag or whatever. What a little relatable inkling of something, that I think a lot of us have gone through, right? You're trying to zip something closed or zip it open and it's stuck. You just got to a Verbo or something from the airport and you're just like, I just want to unpack everything. I can't. Maybe I'll just give it a night. I'm just going to go to sleep. I have everything I need. Maybe it's in that front pocket. You got your Dop kit in there, with your toothbrush and all that stuff. Maybe that's enough. I'll just look at the moon. I'm kind of giving myself... It's actually a very beautiful grounding idea, I think. At least for me, it's so easy for me to get stressed about these little things. And sometimes I have to be like, nope, that's just going to live over here for right now. I will come back to it, but for right now, it's going to live right there. And that's healthy for a lot of people. So
Because somebody's reaching out somewhere for you.
Hmm.
You'll never meet, but they feel how you do.
Hmm.
You are together right now.
Hmm.
You are together somehow.
That's very pretty, and I think there's a lot of ways that is, applicable too, not just metaphorically, but that idea of, there's you could look at it romantically for one, where it's like someone's reaching for you. They're looking for someone like you. They just haven't found you yet. Honestly, I can't really emotionally resonate with that idea, but I know that that's a reality that a lot of people feel, and it's very sweet. So I'm not going to poo-poo it. I just have never felt that way. I've talked a little bit about my relational past, and it's like I'd rather just not do it anymore. But it's still an avenue where there's someone out there who, when they find you for whatever reason, whether it's romantic or friendship or as her being someone who has a very large fan base, I'm sure there's plenty of times that her music have reached people. So I think that avenue as well of like someone's reaching for you. It doesn't have to be physical, but it could be this connection that you have regardless of if you've actually met. I just think there's a lot of beautiful ways that you can look at that. So
Because you and I are looking
now we got the violin coming in. Very nice.
Baby, you and I will figure all of this out soon.
Hmm.
Because you and I are looking up at the same moon.
Aw.
Maybe you and I will figure all of this out soon. Da, 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 da,
Hmm.
da,
Hmm. I'm just doing a little bit of scatting there, add a little bit of flair. Love it. Oh, I love that. I love that. Sometimes I love it in a song where instead of resolving necessarily, it just kind of blan. You could have gone blan or blan blan or something like that. There's different ways with chords if you're playing something that you can kind of resolve to a natural chord, like kind of the middle of the range. I am butchering every single facet of notation lingo and all that sort of stuff. If you know, you know. If not, then I'm just yammering onto myself, and I apologize. But you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments about this song. Just a beautiful little bop. I love this. And, when as a few people were telling me she used to busk on the street and everything, singing, performing like that, this would have been sweet to see. I would have loved to see her play this live like that. That's, Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.